Are you comfortable drafting Saquon Barkley despite the risk?
I am not comfortable drafting Saquon Barkley with the risk this year.
Oh, my goodness.
I think this guy is going to go top 6 in every redraft league. Okay. Now, to be very clear, when Saquon is healthy, completely healthy, I think he's top 3 backs in the league. He might be the best running back in the league when he's healthy. Mm-hmm. But why am I going to avoid him because of this risk? Number one, I think the New York Giants view Saquon as a long-term investment. Okay. If that's true, if you agree with me, then that means that 1, they plan to sign him long-term, and 2, they should be cautious with him this year. Okay.
Correct.
So if you're a Giants owner, you're probably thinking to yourself, how do I get the most out of this investment? Mm-hmm. Right? So here's what you don't do in that scenario. You don't give him the workload from day one. Okay. Even if he thinks he's ready, you say, no, it doesn't matter what you think. We're going to be very, very cautious here. Okay. That would be short-sighted thinking from the New York Giants. So just throw him in week 1, full workload. Here's what they should do. Be overly cautious, like overly cautious if he is a long-term investment.
Right.
Think about the 17 games you need Saquon in. You don't just need him in the first 4 games. You need him in the 17 games. What if you're fighting for a playoff spot later in the season? Okay. And by the way, if you own Saquon in Dynasty, this is good news for you. You should want them to be cautious. So number 1, I think they view him as a long-term investment, which means I think that they take precautionary actions with him.
Okay.
Maybe you don't believe me. How about ESPN's Jordan Raanan? Okay. He basically reports the Giants for ESPN. Here's a quote from him. He says, having Barkley return to his rookie season form, as well as the same usage in the first few weeks of the 2021 season, was never realistic. Okay. And then he goes on to talk about how it wasn't just an ACL tear, but also an injury to the MCL. So,
correct.
Again, number 1, this has to be a long-term investment for the Giants. Number 2, their actions have shown that they want to take it slow. Okay. Who did they just sign yesterday? Alfred Morris, a veteran running back. They already have like 5 other veteran running backs in this backfield to help alleviate that workload for Saquon. They got Devontae Booker, Corey Clement, Raquel Armstead, and they drafted that guy out of Arizona, Gary Brightwell, I think his name is. Mm-hmm. They're loading up on guys to help alleviate this workload for Saquon.
Okay. Uh-huh. I mean, I think
I'm not done yet, but I just wanted to see if you had any rebuttal.
No, I think in that aspect, I think they're just trying to get depth. They're trying to get depth. They're trying to understand who's going to be the best running backup for Saquon Barkley in a long-term aspect. So I'm not really scared of.
I think they could be doing both. In the first round, especially in like the top 6 picks of the first round, I need certainty. I don't want to draft with any risk in the top 6 of my picks, right? I need certainty. I don't want a guy. I don't think the injury-prone label is correct, but when you look at the last 2 years of Saquon's career, he's played 15 out of 32 games. So that should worry you taking him in the top 6 of a redraft league, right? I mean, right now it's training camp. He's not even there in training camp. I mean, he's there, but he's not actually practicing. He's on the PUP list. So my expectations are they're going to take it slow with him. I still think he's going to be very valuable, but not a guy I just want to avoid the situation entirely. I don't want the risk. I don't want to have to worry about what's going to happen, especially how high I'm going to have to draft him. Sure, if he falls to the end of the first round, that's a different scenario because maybe the risk is worth the reward that you might get. Right. But for me, I am more on the side of, hey, let me trade for Saquon around week 3 when he's about to get that full workload and people are upset that he hasn't had it yet. So I just can't draft him this year with where his ADP is for those reasons. For those reasons, I'm out. Shark Tank.
Okay. So
how about you?
For me, I'm still okay to take him in that scenario. Even with everything that you're saying, in the top 6, I'm still okay to take him because I'm willing to risk the 1 or 2 games max that we are predicting at the moment of him to miss.
Okay, I don't think it's just 1 or 2 games.
Right. So
I think it's probably like 4 to 5 games.
That's where we see it different. That's where we see it different. We see that you think Saquon probably won't get a full workload up to week 5, week 6. I'm thinking that at absolute worst for me, will be 1 to 2 weeks.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.